Alright, so I've pointed this out many times in different ways. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. Okay, so there's a problem with set theory and the way that we talk about numbers. Okay, so the real numbers is supposed to be the set, it's supposed to map to the set of all points along this axis here, right? Or this axis. Any axis, right? It's supposed to map to that. All points, continuous, no gaps. Okay. But the real numbers are an Archimedean group, which means that the important thing that we're going to look at here that it means is infinity is not a real number, and the inverse of infinity is not a real number. Okay. So first off, the reals are said to be all of these points right here along the x-axis. Okay. So for every, here we have y equals x. So for every x value I choose, I get a y value. Okay. So this maps to the reals. This maps to the reals. Supposedly there's no gaps in here. There's a problem though, because here something happens. Okay. At 0, there is absolutely no solution to this. Okay. Just positive of 0. We get something that shouldn't be a real value. The inverse of infinity. The x value just positive of 0 is the inverse of infinity. Because when we take the inverse of it over here, what we get back is positive infinity. And just next to 0, just over there on the negative side, we have the inverse of negative infinity. Because when we take the inverse of it, we get back out negative infinity. These values are not real, but they exist on this number line, distinct from 0, to the left and right. We get values that by definition cannot possibly be real numbers. There are gaps in the real numbers. The conclusion that you have to draw from this is that there are gaps in the real numbers, and the definition of real numbers is self-contradictory. So we fucked up.